A nice April day around southeast Nebraska. Some fog around early on this morning. We saw some sunshine, then clouds started moving back in. But temperature-wise, it's not too bad. It's very comfortable outside, sitting mainly in the low 70s. Winds are a little brisk at times out of the east, gusting to 30 miles per hour. As of this hour, it's sitting at 90, or make that not 90 degrees, 70 degrees in Lincoln, 72 degrees in Beatrice, 75 is the current temperature in Hebron, 72 in Hastings, and 73 degrees is in Kearney. 90 degrees may come tomorrow for some of you, which I'll show you in just a moment. Visible satellite imagery showing you the clouds that are drifting in from the south. That's ahead of a warm front that is working its way up our way. This warm front will lift through the area overnight and through the morning hours tomorrow, and that's one of the things that's going to allow for some warmer temperatures tomorrow. It even may start to feel a little on the humid side tomorrow as dew points climb into the 60s and into the mid 60s even at that. Now down closer to the warm front, that's where showers and thunderstorms will develop. Tornado warnings down into southwestern Missouri right along that front, and it's south of the front where all the instability is located. So north of there, likely not a whole lot to fire thunderstorms, but as that warm front lifts north, the instability lifts north as well. That's when we'll start to see a chance for some thunderstorms developing as we go through the overnight hours. Scattered showers will be possible. Maybe by 10, 11 o'clock tonight, we may have a few thunderstorms beginning to develop right along the Nebraska-Kansas state line. We'll have to watch a few of these because some of these in the far southern part of the state may produce some large hail, especially as we go through later on tonight and through the overnight hours. I think in Lincoln we're probably talking around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and after we'll have the potential for some thunderstorms as that instability starts to work in. And as that warm front continues lifting north, it'll eventually pull the clouds to the north and the chances for rain, at least in the morning, to the north as well. How much rain could we see overnight? Well, maybe upwards of a quarter of an inch of rain in some locations. Unfortunately, out towards the Tri-Cities, not expecting very much precipitation at all, only a few hundredths of an inch. Now overnight, our temperatures will only drop off into the mid 50s. That will likely occur earlier on into the night. By midnight, for instance, will likely be in the low 60s as you're heading off to work or the kids are heading off to school tomorrow morning. Winds will be gusting at times to 30 miles per hour as the winds shift around to the south back behind that warm front. Here we are at 8 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures already into the 60s. Sunshine popping out down towards Hebron, Fairbury, and Beatrice. These clouds keep getting pulled to the north. We'll see mostly sunny skies, and temperatures are going to surge. By noon tomorrow, we'll be in the mid 70s to lower 80s. Take a look at late afternoon temperatures climbing into the 90s and perhaps even into the mid 90s out towards Grand Island and Kearney with a high temperature of 94 and 95 degrees. We could hit 90 tomorrow in York, 92 in Hebron, forecasting a high of 89 degrees in Lincoln. Turns cooler as you go further to the east. Notice the winds tomorrow. They'll be sustained out of the south, 13 to 20, gusting to 45 miles per hour, so it will be a windy day tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center suggests a large area of the central United States with a slight risk of severe weather, extending from North Dakota all the way down towards Texas. And that's where the instability will be located. Now, it's going to be here in the eastern part of the state, but the problem is there's no trigger to fire these thunderstorms. The trigger is back out to the west along a dry line, and that's where the instability will be located by tomorrow night. And that's where thunderstorms will likely begin to flare. Now, there's a chance we could see an isolated thunderstorm or two developing out in the central part of the state by tomorrow evening. We'll be watching for those, for the potential for some of those becoming severe. And then notice a line of thunderstorms developing by midnight and then moving off to the east, but they start to fizzle out as we get out towards the central part of the state. I don't think there'll be a threat to Lincoln. Main threats for storms tomorrow night: wind, hail, and even a small chance for a few tornadoes. And also the winds will be gusting pretty high on Saturday. We could have gusts over 55 miles per hour for much of the afternoon. Now, a cold front comes through for Sunday. That's going to drop our temperatures in the upper 60s Sunday afternoon. It'll still be windy. And then as we go into early next week, temperatures cooling off a bit back in the low 60s. We get back up into the 70s starting by midweek with a chance for a few more thunderstorms perhaps coming by next Friday.